So your assignment today is to look at the closure problems for Chapter 1, and I wanted to just make sure, especially for those students who are new to this book, you know how to use the closure section to your advantage. So let me show you what I mean. So if you go to Chapter 1 and then you go to the one closure section, you'll see a bunch of information at the beginning. Now normally in normal times we could do like group brainstorms and stuff to kind of start beginning our review for the end of the unit, but one of the things people always ask me is like, what are some of the main topics that we learned, right? And usually what they'll do is at the beginning of these closures, they'll have kind of a few of these kind of like lessons, either as math notes or learning log entries, and these are like kind of like the keywords that you would need to especially know for the upcoming test. And if you're not kind of sure how to do it, using this key phrase, like for instance, solving a quadratic equation or domain and range, is something you could maybe throw into a YouTube search or a Google search to get a little bit more extra side help, right? Or if you have a tutor and you're not sure how to say what we're learning, these are like this would be the speak that you would use. Anyway, so they also have a definition section. Now I'm not going to have any real vocab on the test, but again, if you're looking through this and you have no idea what one of these terms mean, then potentially you might want to click on it and find out, or maybe ask me in class to find out. Now let's get to the problems and let me explain a little bit. So once you're done working on a problem, what's different is you'll notice there is not really math help on this section. They really want to give you a chance to try it on your own, but what they do offer is, if you scroll all the way down on the ebook, is the solutions to every single one of the problems, right? Now, in place of the homework help, what they do have is, for instance, if you're having a hard time solving one of these problems, what you can do is click on either the lesson or the math notes link to get a little bit further assistance, right? So if you click on, for instance, the math notes, oftentimes what they'll give you is a quick explainer of what like a function is, or for instance, like what this particular notation means, that kind of thing, right? So they'll point you to some kind of information about that. Another thing that's really nice, because I get this a lot, is I need more problems, like for instance this, right? Like I need to practice domain and range more, right? So if this 2 problems isn't good enough for you, what's also nice down here is you'll notice that in the domain and range problem, not only do they give you the answer, they also give you more practice problems here from the chapter. Now some of these we might have done in homework, some of them we haven't, because we definitely have not hit up the homework section in every single part of Chapter 1. So clicking on this will send you directly to more problems like that. So if you need some extra help, try the need help link. If you need a couple more problems to practice, you can try that there. Those, by the way, when you click on those will have a link next to them. Let me, for example, show you that has homework help, so you can get a little bit extra help that way as well. Okay, so just a couple things to think about when you're using the closure section to your advantage. But as always, as we start doing more problems together as we wrap up the unit, write down those questions to ask in class, and I will be more than willing to help you, okay? So hopefully that helps you use the closure section to the max potential of the closure section. That didn't make any sense, but hopefully you understand what I said. So I'll see you around. Have a great day.